He tries to dodge the mirror whenever he can.
Right, and Avoid did go random for this game and has gotten Terran. So, yeah, what are your thoughts on TVT here on Xel'Naga?
I have a feeling that, I have a feeling that Avoid is in trouble here. Awesome's Terran versus Terran is very good, and yeah, to avoid his Terran is kind of spotty. But we'll see if he does something. He's probably not quite as used to the matchup, so we might see maybe unusual play from Avoid if he just is doesn't really know the standards, or maybe if he knows the standards, he'll stick with them. So we'll have to watch what he does.
And yeah, builds are fairly similar right now. It looks like Awesome's supply depot is going to be a little bit delayed. That is probably going to affect his barracks timing as well. But TVT don't really see a lot of aggression outside of a few Hellions or Marauders, or sorry, a few Marauders and a Hellion. But I guess there is also the Marine tank push. But after 1.1, I don't see a lot of early tank pushing because Marines are just so much more effective against tanks now.
Yeah, that is true. I haven't really seen this matchup, to be honest, a lot since the newest patch. It's probably one of the matchups that's most affected because, yeah, there is that Marine tank dynamic. And Awesome here actually still walling off. She built that first supply depot at her ramp, which makes sense because she was playing against random. She didn't know that Avoid was going Terran, but now she's still walling off even though she knows that Avoid is going Terran, which is kind of strange and usually not the case. Walling off when you're playing against Terran.
Yeah, I don't like to see wall-offs either unless it's against a Zerg player. Even against a Protoss, I really don't like to wall off as a Terran because with an Observer they can easily take out some supply depots and then they're all of a sudden you're supply locked and you're in trouble and you can't reinforce your army. And with the Protoss having a forward pylon, it just makes 4-gate aggression really easy against Terran in that situation. So the orbital command here for Avoid is just finishing, and Awesome's is almost in the same position, but of course we've seen that early supply depot for Avoid ending up in quite a few extra seconds on the barracks and quite a few extra seconds on the orbital, so this just really goes to show you that timing is very important in mirror matchups. It could lead for a lot, but now actually we see a proxy barracks up here for Awesome in the top left-hand corner. Not really sure what that's going to be for, whether it's going to be for a tech lab and some Reapers or just some Marines, but it should be fairly interesting to say the least.
Yeah, I don't really like Reapers in this matchup, to be honest. I find the fact that a 50 mineral Marine has a good shot against a Reaper really just doesn't make them too powerful, I find, in this matchup. And yeah, meanwhile, Avoid grabbing that factory, so looking at production buildings right now, Awesome is getting a second barracks, and Avoid is proxy barracksing on the other end of the map. Interesting.
I can't say I've seen this a lot, but do you know, do these two players practice together, or have you seen
Not
them play
really,
very much?
no.
We've got a second proxy barracks here for Awesome as well.
What is going on right now?
And we've got some early a Marine here aggression from Avoid, but Awesome's going to be able to hold that off. I'm not really sure what this is going to equal now with both players doing the same proxy. And it looks just to be a lot of Marines. And important to note as well, though, Avoid's factory is up. The tanks are coming out, and Awesome is still stuck on barracks tech with absolutely no SCVs in gas. So this is very clear what Awesome is planning just for an all-in Marine attack, it looks like. But, wow, I don't know if this is going to be that effective against another Terran player.
Yeah, Awesome bringing SCVs out and then back into her base. Throwing down another barrack, or throwing down a bunker now. So yeah, Awesome, despite having this being really focused on the early game, Awesome is forced to sit back and defend, which is absolutely not a spot where she wants to be.
The SCVs are coming out, but it looks like they are going to wait. I would like to see them stick at the top of the ramp and repair the bunker rather than go and attack the Marines, as this tank is now here. Siege tech is not on the way, but we do have a starport. A scan going down is probably going to allow them to take out this supply depot. So Awesome walling off is actually, this is really going to hurt him like we were talking about. Supply depot is down. He is supply locked now. These extra 2 Marines are going to come out, but nothing else. And it looks like Avoid's probably going to take it with this attack. The Hellion is in there to do extra damage to the Marines. Wow, the tank goes down, so Awesome may be able to pull this off now.
And Awesome is counterattacking as well, taking out, or not taking out an SCV that was building the command center, trying to get a bunker down in a void space. That attack also is going to fail, just a mob of SCVs taking care of all the attacking units there.
So yeah, fairly interesting. Void's got the command center coming up. It just finished, and also important to note, he does have an extra 6 harvesters on top of Awesome right now. So that is going to give him a big economic lead. But Awesome knows he may be in trouble because he does see this command center. It looks like he's going for another all-in attack here. But his Marines, there's quite a few of them here that are actually all in the red. They are near death. So a lot of his army is going to be very weak, but he does have those 2 extra barracks here reinforcing.
Yeah, and great little play there by Avoid. When Awesome was in his base, there was a reactor coming down on the starport. As soon as Awesome got out of the base, Avoid canceled that starport, made a tech lab, so Banshees are coming out. Awesome was not ready for that. But still, this is a lot of Marines inside of Avoid's base right now. Avoid repairing a tank as much as he can. Tank still goes down. Marines have such huge DPS.
And even if this Banshee comes out, I don't think it's going to be any any benefit to him, because these Marines will just take them out fairly quickly. They do not have stim packets, he just does not have enough gas for it. But the Banshee is going to be rallied away, and if he can do some fancy micro work and repair it, he may be able to take out all the Marines. But Awesome just very good job here by backing up and trying to get a bunker down, it looks like. Or I'm not sure who's trying to build that bunker, but the first bunker does go down, and he should probably try to repair it. And there it goes.
Yeah, Avoid is in big trouble here. Avoid really has nothing to take care of this push. A second bunker is down now. A lot of Marines are here. More Marines streaming into Avoid's base.
Yeah, that is going to be pretty much it for Avoid. There's really nothing he can do. The expansion timing was pretty good, but those proxy barracks just was too much of an issue. I don't even think he got to scout those. No, if you look at his viewpoint, he has not scouted those barracks, so he did not know they were there. He's probably wondering how the hell are there so many Marines here when the rush didn't